Hey guys, welcome back to another grocery haul video. Normally I put all my stuff out on our table, but our table currently is just piled with a bunch of junk, so don't have time to get it all off of there. I need to hurry and unload these. So I was excited today because I have not been to Aldi in 2 weeks, so I tried to stay out of the Aldi finds aisle as much as I could, but somehow a candle just ended up in my cart. So we did have some things already in the fridge and stuff, or in the freezer. We still have some tuna left over. I don't know if you all watched last week's video, but we did not get to eat it this week. So that is still in there along with some rice and sweet potatoes. So I just tried to get stuff, based off things that we already had at home. So I will go ahead and unload all this stuff and show you guys what I got, and then I'll talk a little bit about what I plan on doing for dinners this week. So let's get started. Okay, so starting with my proteins for this week, I got some eggs as always. I always buy eggs because we usually have breakfast for dinner, as you guys know, or we eat breakfast on the weekend. So got some eggs. I got some more grass-fed ground beef. I'm planning to do a sloppy joe bowl. I know that might sound weird, but I'll explain at the end of the video what I mean by that recipe or what I'm pairing for that. I got some frozen shrimp because I'm gonna do like a teriyaki shrimp bowl. A lot of bowls going on this week, but that's just what I was feeling. So got some raw shrimp that I will have to remove the shells, but I just thaw these out like while I'm at work during the day, so when I come home in the evening it's all thawed out and ready to cook. And in one of my previous videos I had bought this, but I actually bought it again because the price you couldn't beat. So again, 2 meals out of this. I was gonna get pork chops and chicken tenders, but then I decided to just do the 2 meals with the chicken tenders. So same protein, just different style of meal, and I'll show you all what I'm planning on doing for those different. And y'all have seen these before if you've watched any of my hauls. We love these chicken breakfast sausages, the country style flavor. They do have a maple, but we really like the savory kind, so I usually pick up those once a week, so we'll probably have that paired with our eggs for a dinner one night. Moving along to our drink / dairy, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I get that every week. Got some whole bean coffee. This is our favorite from Aldi. We like to ground our coffee beans in the morning with some cinnamon, and it tastes really good. Got some Perfect bars. I got all 3 of our favorites, the dark chocolate with peanut butter, coconut peanut butter, and then Tyler likes the chocolate hazelnut. I got some yogurts for some snacks, or what I've been doing at night is adding frozen berries to this yogurt, and the berries melt as you're eating it and it tastes like frozen yogurt. It's just really good, so I've been doing that. And then Tyler likes to put some Greek yogurt in his protein shakes for some probiotics. So that is what I got for our dairy / drinks. I forgot to get kombucha and my seltzer water, so I was pretty upset, but oh well. I saved $1 or $2 by accidentally forgetting. Not a lot of fruit going on this week. I still have apples left over from last week, so I just got some bananas, and I switched it up a bit and got some blueberries. So again, I like to add that to my yogurt like I was talking about, or to my oatmeal in the morning. So I thought blueberries would be good. So that is all I got for fruits. Okay, a lot more veg situation going on than the fruit. So I got some asparagus because it was on sale and I was planning on fixing it with something anyways this week. I got some sugar snap peas. These were like $4 and something, so a little pricier than I wanted to pay for my veggie for a side, but I was really wanting that with the shrimp bowl, so splurged on that. Got some Brussels sprouts per usual. I'm taking salad over to a friend's house for dinner, so I got some salad stuff, so that's a lot of this vegetable stuff is for that. Got some broccoli to roast, some spaghetti squash. I probably could have got away with just one, but they looked kind of small, so I got two just in case. But if I don't use one, we'll just save it for another. But I got the spaghetti squash for those sloppy joe bowls that I was talking about, so I'll show you all what I'm using for that meal. Got some more baby potatoes. I usually buy these every week. Got some tomatoes that were on sale. I always keep some onions around for cooking and adding to things. Got some radishes for the salad, and then also with the shrimp bowls, and just a seedless cucumber. So a lot more veggies than fruits, but look at all that color. What I like to see. I just realized there was even more veggies in the bag. So chopped kale and some spinach. So we use kale for breakfast, put it in protein shakes or smoothies, and then honestly I don't really know why I have this. I'm pretty sure I meant to put it back, but I'll find some way to use it this week. And lastly, this is just canned items and a bunch of little random things that I got, but they had this cauliflower 90-second rice, so picked up that. I don't know if I'll use it with anything this week, but got it to try. I do like to try, you know, different products that are out there. I feel like everything now is cauliflower. They had that. They had cauliflower corn tortilla chips. There's nothing wrong with the regular rice or the regular tortilla chips, but it's always nice to try new things, and which, you know, these kind of foods are a little processed, but it is a way to get some extra vegetables in your diet. So got that to try. Got some more of my favorite peanut butter. I like to buy this kind because it has no added sugar, so it's just 2 ingredients, organic peanuts and sea salt, and the consistency is really smooth and creamy, and I love it for my oatmeal in the morning. I got some teriyaki sauce. Normally I would try to be all fancy and try to make something, but I do work and nobody has time for that. So I saw this. The ingredients, you know, it does have some added sugar and some other stuff in there, but I got this for the shrimp. I thought that would be good with the teriyaki sauce. So it's okay every now and then to get, you know, sauces like this. They had a bunch of different options, but I thought that would go good with the shrimp or chicken. Got some tomato paste for the sloppy joe meal and some marinara sauce. Again, this is my favorite in marinara. They also have a tomato basil when I'm making like spaghetti that I like to use, but I love this tomato sauce because, or marinara sauce, because it does not have any added sugar as well. So that is always my go-to from Aldi. Got some salsa for the tortilla chips. Tyler likes to eat that for snacks. Got some pesto, making like a pesto chicken meal. I'll show you all that. Some ketchup. Who doesn't like some ketchup? Got some olive oil because we were out of that. I like to roast veggies with it or make dressings, just all kinds of things. Always need some olive oil. And for snacks, got some oven roasted with sea salt almonds. And then I've never seen these there before, but this is like my favorite cereal ever. So got some of that. I like to eat a little bowl of cereal at night or for snacks. This cereal, let's see how much sugar. This cereal has 9 grams of sugar before you add the milk. Typically you want to stay like less than 7 grams when it comes to cereal, but you'll find that's really hard because cereal is always loaded in sugar. There are a few kinds obviously that are lower, but this does have 5 grams of fiber, so 6 grams of protein. So there are some other nutrients in there. The biggest thing with like sugar is, you know, it really isn't everything and it does add up. Typically women, you want to say less than 25 grams a day of added sugar, and then men is around 37 grams of added sugar. So that is just when they have added sugar to anything. So like I was talking about with this sauce, you know, they have added cane sugar to it. So just be cautious, you know, it can add up during the day. things like fruit are going to be a natural sugar, so you don't count that kind of sugar. It's just added sugar in products. So you heard me mention like the marinara sauce because it doesn't have any added sugar. So any ways that, and even ketchup, honestly, like buying the organic, I think has less sugar than the regular kind. So any way that you can cut sugar in your diet by looking for things that don't have any added sugar is always great, but it's okay too to have that sugar. And so that's my end of my rant about the sugar. Don't know how this ended up in there, but if you have not tried Aldi's candles, they are equivalent to Bath and Body Works, I think, as far as the quality of them, because Bath and Body always, I feel like, is really strong in scent, and they burn really good. So these are that same kind of quality, I feel like, and they're $3.99. So this wasn't the scent I was after, but this one smelled good, so I got it. But that was the only purchase from the Aldi find aisle, so I think I did pretty good, besides the cauliflower rice, but we can eat that, so I'll use that. Okay, so here is the shrimp bowl meal that I'm planning on making this week. Again, I mentioned the sugar snap peas I'm going to use. I know this might be random, but I'm going to put some radishes on there. The shrimp, once it thaws, I'm going to mix it with the teriyaki sauce, and I might marinate it in that and let it sit for a little while, and then serve it with some jasmine rice. So I did buy this from Food City last week, if you saw that haul, so I still have some of that, and I'll be using it for this meal. So here is the sloppy Joe bowls I was talking about. I actually found this is just a recipe I found on Pinterest, but it has a bunch of different stuff in there. I think there's some coconut aminos or soy sauce. There's some onion, marinara sauce, and tomato paste. And you mix all that with the ground beef and then serve it over spaghetti squash. I like to fix my spaghetti squash in the Instant Pot. You just cook it on high pressure for 7 minutes. You cut it this way and then put a cup of water. Obviously scoop out the insides before you put it in there. Pour a cup of water, put the lid on, cook on high pressure for 7 minutes, and it cooks perfectly, and you can just scoop it out. So I'll be fixing that in my Instant Pot, and then just roasting some broccoli to go with it. So this will be the Sloppy Joe bowl meal. So one of the chicken tenders meal, I'm gonna do like a pesto chicken with asparagus and tomatoes. So I'll probably heat the chicken, cut it in like smaller little cubes or little pieces, and brown it in a pan, and then cook the asparagus and the tomatoes, and then once all of that is done, I'll toss it all in some pesto sauce, and then I thought I could serve it over the cauliflower rice. I also have a ton of pasta in the cabinet, so pasta might be better, but just kind of looking for a way to use this week. But if I decide to use pasta, this is something you can just keep in your cabinet and it's not going to go bad. So just a different variation to serve with this. You could do rice, pasta. I've done potatoes with this meal. I make this frequently. We really like pesto, so that will be one of the chicken options. Another chicken meal is going to be very basic, just some roasted Brussels sprouts, roasted sweet potatoes, and some baked chicken tenders. I'll probably use some kind of seasoning for this. I've got some to choose from. I've got a lemon pepper. There's always the ranch seasoning. I've used everything bagel seasoning with these before, so I'll just do some kind of chicken tender with that. So very basic, but all you need is your vegetable, your protein, and your complex carb. And this was left over from last week as well. I did not purchase this today, so that will be the other chicken meal. Another meal is going to be breakfast with some eggs, some chicken sausages, and some sauteed kale. And we have some bagels left over from last week, so we'll probably eat some bagels with the breakfast as well. So again, I like to do breakfast for dinner because we don't eat eggs and stuff through the week, so we don't get tired of it. So we actually do want it like for dinners, and eggs are usually inexpensive, and breakfast is just an easy meal to put together, so that is usually why I always have it in our weekly meal rotation. None of this was purchased today. Like I told you guys, we had this meal left over from last week. It was frozen, so the meat and stuff is still good. So tuna steaks with everything but the bagel seasoning, some jasmine rice, and then I've had these in our freezer for a while. I got these at Aldi forever ago, but it's just like a veggie mixture. So that is it for this week's grocery haul video. Hopefully you guys will get some dinner ideas. That's why I usually share these videos, so you can get some kind of meal inspiration. I just like to keep it basic and simple when it comes to our dinners for the week. So hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I usually do weekly grocery hauls along with some recipes here and there, so make sure that you follow along to see what I am shopping for next or cooking next. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye!